I got it! I got it!
Hello. Yes? Yes? Sweet mother of double jeopardy backstroking and butterscotch. We're on our way.
Who was it? The Girl Scouts lawyers again?
That was the commissioner. You will never guess which unduly famous TV personality made the most wanted criminals list this week.
Phyllis Diller? Gavin McLeod? Wink Martindale?
Close. Myra Stump, the darling hawk of daytime talk.
Myra? As in America's mom? The woman who told Tom Hanks to get a haircut? Surely you jest.
She's holding her audience hostage and giving them valuable gifts against their collective will.
I don't normally endorse the use of the word dastardly, but this is clearly dastardly. I think.
We've got to drive over to the station right away, or at our earliest convenience.
Great! I've been itching to bust some skulls since they canceled my so-called life.
Remember our motorcycle trip through the Midwest?
Just you, me, and the authorities from 7th.
Welcome back, America, to day 3.5 of my most special episode ever. You don't want to miss any of our exciting guests coming up this hour. Plus, everyone in the audience is going to be getting a lifetime supply of non-dairy creamer!
We don't need non-dairy creamer. We need sleep.
Oh, I see. You were all thrilled when I gave you cars, then all-expense-paid vacations, and then home entertainment centers. But now, after I worked so hard and sacrificed so much, you'd rather sleep. It's all about you, isn't it? I guess nothing I ever do is good enough for you.
Maybe we'll start using non-dairy creamer someday.
That's more like it. You see, there's lots more fun to come, so stick around, America, and sit up straight. Nobody trusts a sloucher.
Good old TV. It's the only way I still feel well-adjusted.
Welcome back, America, to day 3.5 of my most special episode ever. You don't want to miss any of our exciting guests coming up this hour. Plus, everyone in the audience is going to be getting a lifetime supply of non-dairy creamer!
Help us!
What do you mean? The reception's perfect right now. Anybody home? Guess not. When I got this thing, I thought it would be useful.
Where else would we keep the pieces of paper?
Brady Culture's hair. It makes for an unwieldy but oh-so-enchanting memento of our first case in a long while.
He howled like a sick wallaby when I shaved it off him. Good times.
My toes are all a-twitter that we've gotten another case so close on the heels of the last one.
Don't say a Twitter, Sam.
Well, Myra Stump holding her audience hostage. You watch that particular bit of daytime fluff occasionally, don't you, Max?
Whenever our TV's out of hock, for some reason, I can't get enough of her sharp-toothed maternal ranting.
Why do you suppose Myra's got her audience captive?
Who knows? Last month, Charles Grodin put his hand on her desk and she hit it with a ruler. She's very strict.
Why do you suppose Myra's got her audience captive?
Who knows? Last month, she's strict.
You're a lovable but essentially useless lump of fur and icky stuffing materials, Max.
On the contrary, I can be a vital source of alternative insight into the problems that plague you.
Well, there's that. Let's get going.
You lead and I'll follow haphazardly, shall I?
A very disturbed individual sits here. These donuts must be 3 months old.
Don't throw that out! I'm saving it for a science experiment.
You bet, little buddy. Hello?
Jerk!
Hello?
Jerk!
The drawers are just painted on to make the desk seem useful. Nothing useful in here.
How ironic.
One of these days, we're gonna finish that game.
I'm still working on getting the rest of the darts from the police impound.
Sam, it's me. Open the window. I'm trapped on the ledge again. Sam, come on. I have to pee. And the PTA is here, and they're carrying signs! Hey, Sam, it's me again. I found a way to solve all three of my problems at once. But I'm going to be needing bail.
Hi, Sam. This is your therapist calling. I have to cancel our appointment because I'm giving up the practice to go into publishing. Speaking of which, thanks for all your great material.
Sam, it's me. Open the window. Sam, come on!
Hello, is this the president? It is? Really? Well, thanks. That's all I wanted to know. Hello, Mr. Pizza? Send over another gargantuan anchovy and hot sauce special, please. Hello, Max?
Yes?
Just checking. Mr. Spatula's looking good today.
Isn't he plastic?
Where's the rest of the news collection, Max?
It's a surprise!
Alien Love Triangle Times. Looks like they're sold out. Alien has been Brady culture behind bars.
He finally found a way to become famous. The police blotter.
It says this year's fashion is somehow different from last year's fashion.
But I still have the same brain I had last year.
Actually, you don't, but most people do. It says cloning rights activists are cloning themselves.
It works for Locust.
Tragedy, greed, cruelty, and sports scores.
That's one of my favorite bands.
It says they've bred a horse with 8 legs.
Does it run twice a...
No, but it looks like candy, but I'm pretty sure it's fish tank gravel again.
I've had worse.
Takes me back to my childhood. It looks like candy, but I'm pretty...
I've had...
I don't think I want...
What ho, Samuel? Maximilian?
What the...
You're probably wondering how I know your names.
Not really.
It's me, Bosco.
What's with the slanted soup strainer, Bosco?
Bosco? I know not that moniker. I am Lord Reginald Rumplebottom, Earl of Dukedom, the Third.
Sam, what language is he speaking?
I'm not sure, Max, but I think it might be English. No, really, what made you convert to British?
It's 'cause everybody's got an in for me, that's why.
Yeah, we heard.
I had to get a disguise to throw them off the trail. Oh, they'll never find me now.
They wouldn't even know where to begin to look.
Clever clogs.
What sick forces of evil are bedeviling you this time?
It's the skin bodies, man. They're after me.
Skin bodies? Sounds like a pack of belligerent nudists.
Oh, no. The skin bodies are like skinheads, but 10 times worse.
Sure they're not 100 times worse?
Yeah, maybe 100 times, maybe 1,000,000.
These skin bodies, what exactly are they doing to you?
They're stealing pinching my shaving cream.
Of all the things of yours they could pinch, why the shaving cream?
So they can shave their bodies, of course.
Of course. Not to be rude, but why isn't your fancy pants defense system stopping these skin bodies?
Well, after the whole video delivery conspiracy, I figured I better build something to keep people from bringing stuff into my store.
So?
So, I needed to borrow some of the high-tech detecting parts from BTADs.
Meaning nothing's stopping people from taking stuff out of the store anymore.
Dash it all! I knew I forgot something!
What did you say those skin bodies were doing?
They're pinching my shaving cream.
We want to buy something.
Yes, quite so, quite so.
What have you got?
Well, there is still one kind of shaving cream the blooming skin bodies haven't got yet.
Oh, yeah, I love shaving.
That's funny. I've never seen you shave.
I didn't mean myself.
And I have a most peculiar device behind the counter.
What peculiar device are you so eager to pawn off on us this time?
It's the latest in Bosco tech innovation. A delightful invention I like to call a chemical-based voice modulator.
Voice modulator? What's that?
I do believe it's self-explanatory.
We don't really have time to explain it to ourselves. Why don't you just explain it to us?
Well, it alters the frequency of your voice molecules. Very useful, very useful.
We'd like that voice modulator.
That will be 30 shillings.
Yeah, I left our shillings in my other pants. How much in dollars?
Let's see. 30 shillings would be about 1 million American dollars.
$1 million? No way are we giving out that many tickets.
I think we'll have to find an entirely new revenue stream if we want that voice modulator.
Worth every shilling, trust me, trust me.
We'd like that voice modulator.
That will be 1 million American dollars.
We'll be back later once we find a way to become millionaires.
We'd like that.
We'll be back.
We'll take your last can of shaving cream, old chap.
Splendid, spiffing, tickety-boo. Just bring it to the counter.
We'll take your last can of shaving cream, old chap.
Splendid, spiffing, tickety-boo. Just bring it to the counter.
Do you have any complimentary fresh garlic?
Nope.
Do you have any fine leather jackets?
Nope.
Do you have any gumballs the size of your head?
Nope.
Do you have any +2 plate armor of limitless squeezability?
Nope.
Do you have any Pez dispensers with the head of infamous Mexican revolutionary Pancho Villa?
Nope.
Do you have any ketchup?
Nope. Oh, wait.
Got you.
Blast! Drat! Dash it all!
Do you have any complimentary fresh garlic?
Nope.
Nothing for us right now.
Indeed.
Hands in the air, Bosco. You're coming with us.
Good heavens! What is the meaning of this?
We're taking you in for masquerading as a man of class and distinction.
What the devil? Surely you jest.
Yes, surely we do. On the bright side, now you can add the police to your long list of paranoia-induced nightmare subjects.
Pshaw, piffle, pish-posh.
Thanks, Bosco.
Pip, pip, honey nut cheerio.
What do we have here? Organ Trader? Self-Loathing Weekly? Hot Bunny?
Ooh, let me see that.
Hot Bunny?
No, Self-Loving Weekly.
Big Smokes.
Don't smoke, kids. Unless you're on fire. Then it's only natural.
What do you think of Bosco's accent?
Please. Even Hugh Grant does a better British accent than Bosco.
Just standing in this store, I can feel sugar and preservatives leaching directly into my bloodstream through my skin.
Let's stay here a little longer.
Sometimes Muzak makes me want to commit mayhem.
Almost everything makes me feel that way.
Let's do some shopping.
Great!
Whipped liverwurst.
Want some?
Absolutely not. I think it's the tinge of green that makes this coffee especially appealing.
I take my coffee green. Like my men.
Sludgies. This week's flavors, bangers and mash.
That's sausages and potatoes to you Yanks.
Oh, good. For a second, I thought it was something disgusting.
Max, I've got a great idea involving you, a microwave, and 6 feet of aluminum foil.
Go on.
Maybe another time. Nachos.
They're mine. Nachos.
Stay out of the loo! It's knackered!
Chilled and preserved fluids.
I wonder if Bosco used the fluid sample I submitted.
I hope not. $1 lottery tickets, $2.
I'm feeling lucky already.
I could use a shave.
I'll say, your 5 o'clock shadow goes clear to your ankles.
Awesome! Pig dog! Pig dog! The skin bodies rule the streets!
Blast! Bugger! Blimey! Balance! The little bladder did it again! After him! Tally ho, fool!
I once hid in that dumpster to escape a rampaging gorilla.
I still don't know how she got out of the office. I was sure I locked the door.
Spin the Bottle Championship is coming up.
I like when they do the sudden death round with the Molotov cocktails.
Spin the Bottle Championship is coming up.
I like when they do the sudden death round with the Molotov cocktails.
Feel like taking in some pro wrestling?
I think I've seen that one.
We should go to Switzerland sometime, Max.
Nah, they always jip you on the cheese. It's like half air.
Hey, it's the Indie Angst Film Festival.
What do they do? Show that second movie over and over again?
Do you remember how to get to the TV station?
I think we usually drive there. In the car.
Those skin body rats must be around here somewhere.
Just jump in the car and follow the smell.
I smell crime.
I think that's grime.
Do you remember how to get to the TV?
I think we use...
Let's go.
Okay.
You'll never catch us. The skin bodies can't be stopped.
Where are we going, Sam?
Hey!
The skin bodies can't be stopped!
After those rats!
There they are! Let's get them!
How do those laughably small wheels move so fast?
You'll never catch us! The skin bodies can't be stopped!
Give up the shaving cream, skin bodies!
The skin bodies don't give it to nobody!
Stop now, or we will take decisive disciplinary action!
Never happen, Thomas! Shut up!
Give up the shaving cream, skin bodies!
The skin bodies don't give it to nobody!
Take the wheel, little buddy.
I thought you'd never ask.
You can't dodge my shots forever.
Watch it! The skin bodies can't be stopped!
Hey, the shaving cream!
Okay, hold on tight, little buddy.
Mommy!
Look, Max, liver and onions are still in town.
Let's go see them again and again! Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Well, here we are, Max. The TV station with programs too old to be contemporary, too new to be retro, but consistently derivative enough to be popular. WARP.
Television's so mindless, you can't help but watch.
Oddly quiet in here.
Mysteriously so.
Well, let's find this Myra character and smack some good old-fashioned sense into her.
I don't care if we smack it into her or smack it out of her, just so long as there's smacking involved.
You crack me up, little buddy. Hey, Max.
What is it, Sam?
Any idea what cheap ripoff of an already lackluster show gets filmed on this set?
Even money says it's something tasteless or tawdry, but preferably both.
Let's boogie, little buddy.
Lights, camera, double-barreled action.
I hope that's just a prop.
I hope it isn't.
It's got a falling star on it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder how you'll crash and burn.
Yeah. The Barrel Haven. From whence comes this storybook set?
Clearly from a work of unparalleled artistic vision and emotional expressiveness.
No wonder I haven't seen it. There's only one explanation for a propeller on the wall.
Yes, this TV station is a giant flying battleship.
Either that, or it's just a prop. Huh, get it?
I vote for the giant flying battleship.
Need a broom, little buddy?
I don't use brooms, Sam. I necessitate the use of them.
Hey, even the scaffold is just a prop.
Yeah, from that show about the TV crew that solves crimes around the station using advanced forensics and overly dramatic reenactments.
Come on, who ever heard of a crime at a TV station? That would hardly be sporting. That would hardly be sporting. Tempting sometimes, but I've become fond of the little guy. Nah. Once used for apples, now used for derrieres. Stand aside, casually attired stagehand. We're Sam and Max, freelance police.
We've come to save some pathetic hostages from the clutches of...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Number one, I'm not a stagehand. I am the director. The director!
Could have fooled...
Number two, we're no longer holding the auditions for animal cops with crippling mental disabilities and a lust for dance.
Oh no, we're not actors.
You got that right. I don't think I've ever seen worse acting in my entire life. And yes, I have seen Keanu Reeves' performance in Toast, the musical.
Sam, I think my hypersensitive ego may need stroking.
Don't look at me.
Next! Who's next?
You don't seem to understand. We're highly untrained police officers.
Look, hats off for dedication, guys, but I'm just not buying the police act.
I feel so invalidated.
We're looking for Myra Stump, the darling hawk of...
Do not mention that name in my presence.
Which name, Myra or Stump?
Either and or both.
What's your beef with Myra?
Let's just say Myra and I have creative differences. I'm creative and she isn't. I'm sorry, what was your question?
You and Myra. Why the hate?
Look, Myra runs her show her way, and I run every other show my way. If she doesn't want me on her set, I could care less.
You mean you couldn't care less? If you could care less, then you do care some, which doesn't really...
No, I was right. I could care less, because I care even less about what you're saying right now.
Oh, burn!
Quiet, knucklehead. What are you doing here, anyhow?
What am I doing here? I'm holding auditions for Midtown Cowboys. What are you doing here?
Midtown Cowboys? The critically panned but publicly adored sitcom about two cattle ranchers trying to make it in Midtown Manhattan?
Yes, well summarized.
You're hiring extras?
No, I'm hiring the stars. The two main characters went on Myra a couple days ago and I haven't heard from them since. I need replacements ASAP.
Sam, did you hear that? If we can pass one lousy audition, sitcom stardom will finally be ours!
Rocketing to fame for the most insubstantial of reasons. That truly is the American dream. We'd like to apply for that instant stardom you promised?
You want to audition? Well, if there were anybody else here, I'd tell you to forget it, but okay.
All right! What do we do?
I'm going to have you play a scene from Old Yeller. Tell me you've seen it.
I'm not into horror movies.
It's the classic boy gets dog gets rabies, boy shoots dog story. Max, I want you to play the boy.
Yes! Boy, that is so me.
And Sam, you play the dog.
Oh.
Okay, Sam, ready? I need you to act like you've got full-blown rabies. Understand?
What's my motivation?
You're a mad dog. Now, show me rabbit.
Grr.
No, dig deep. You should be just frothing mad. Cut! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm not hiring a dog who can't even do a simple rabidity scene.
I don't know what went wrong. I was feeling so rabid.
You look pretty disease-ridden to me.
Come back after you've taken a few thousand acting lessons.
Midtown Cowboys, that-a-way.
Hey! Actors only back there.
But we're police.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey! Actors only back there!
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take another crack at that audition?
Fine. Let's take it from the top. Ready, Sam? Show me rabbit. Cut! Quit stalling and act rabid.
I don't know how I could be any more rabid.
You have to be frothing at the mouth. Contract rabies if you have to, but don't come back until you can froth.
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take another crack?
Fine. Cut! Rabid, I said!
I don't know how I could be any more rabid.
Use a prop if you have to. You think Brando just magically grew fatter cheeks to play the Godfather? No. Come back when you can froth.
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take a...
Fine. Let's take it from... Cut!
I don't know how I could be any more rabid.
Use a prop if you have to. Come back!
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take another...
Fine. Let's take it from... Brilliant! Now that's what I call diseased.
Thank you. Thank you. First off, I'd like to thank all the little people who...
Zip it. Okay, Max. You've just realized your dog is walking death, and you'll have to put him down for the good of society.
Really?
You're sad. You're despondent. You're grief-stricken. Now, show me the emotion.
Boo-hoo?
You call that emotion? I've seen Myra show more emotion, and she ought to be declared a national Botox reserve. Grief, I said. Give me grief. Cut! That has got to be the saddest sad performance I've ever seen.
Is that good or bad?
Bad. I'd recommend you try to think about dead puppies or something, but that's what the scene's about, and it didn't help. Come back when you can cry on cue.
Hey, Max.
What is it, Sam?
Considering how much grief you've given me, you'd think you'd be able to give the director some.
I can't help it, Sam. The thought of shooting anything just makes the twisted mass of tissue I call my heart go all aflutter.
I'll give you something to cry about. Considering how much grief you've...
I can't help it, Sam. My heart go all
I'll give you... Let's boogie, little buddy.
Lights?
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take another crack at...
Fine. Let's take it from boy gets weepy. Ready, Max? Show me the emotion. Cut! Are you even trying to seem sad?
I don't know if he can get any sadder.
You'd better help him dredge up some tears, because I won't hire a rabbit who can't show some emotion.
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take a...
Fine. Let's take it from... Cut! Are you even trying to seem sad?
I don't know if he can get any sadder.
You better help him dredge up some tears because I won't hire rabbit.
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take another...
Fine. Let's take... Perfect. Now, the fateful moment has arrived. Despite your immense grief, you must put your beloved companion out of his misery.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Idiot! What demonic force possessed you to do that?
The demonic force called acting, Sam. You should try it sometime.
Good thing I had my anti-hypnosis helmet built into my hat, or I'd have one too many holes in the head.
Bravo. Bravo! Such realism, such authenticity. I was convinced you were actually shooting him. How did you do the sound effects?
You don't want to know.
The search for the Midtown Cowboys is over. You're hired. Head to the set next door and we can begin filming immediately.
Let's hurry, Sam. We only have 14 minutes and 55 seconds of fame left.
Hello again.
Yes?
I'm sorry, where's our sitcom being filmed again?
Actors. It's through the door to the right. Get over there.
I'm sorry, where...
Actor.
See you later.
This conversation is a wrap. All right, people, let's get the stage set up. The celebrity host will be here any minute. Oh, right. The crew's working on Myra. Stupid, no talent, fat face.
Weren't you just...
I think she just defied the laws of physics.
Sorry, you'd be amazed how many times a day I have to do that. Things tend to be hectic here.
Doesn't bother us a bit. Sam and Max, consummate professional actors, reporting for duty.
You said duty, Sam.
I knew you guys were right for this show.
Speaking of which, could you perhaps explain the show a bit?
Okay, here's the drill. On Midtown Cowboys, you play a pair of cattle ranchers trying to raise a herd in an apartment in Manhattan.
My Uncle Ernie did that, except it was pigs, and not in an apartment.
I only see one cow.
It's a small herd. You're struggling, okay?
Okay.
You've got this landlord, Mr. Featherly, who has a very strict no-cows policy.
Devilishly inconvenient.
I begin to see from whence the hilarity sprouts.
Yes, Featherly is always barging in, and you try to hide the fact that you have a cow in the apartment. Lots of sight gags, usually something gross winds up happening. Simple enough?
Great. Where's the script?
Well, there's a slight hitch. The cow ate most of the script, so you're going to have to ad-lib the show.
Ad-lib?
Yes, make it up as you go. Improvise.
Well, I guess our regular life has given us plenty of practice.
Don't worry, you'll be working with Philo Pennyworth, who plays Featherly. He's a brilliant actor, classically trained, Globe Theater and all that. Just set him up to do something funny, and he'll handle it from there.
Check. Anything else?
Actually, yes. We did save one line from the script, and it's really important to work it in, because it's the product placement that pays for the whole show. One of you will have to say the line.
Me, pick me!
All right, Max, your line is this. Better get the serious toothpaste.
I like it already.
There's a lot to learn with this TV business. Give me the lowdown on the show one more time.
Midtown Cowboys is about two cattle ranchers raising a herd in a Manhattan apartment that has a strict no-cows policy. Your basic visual hijinks and occasional gross-out humor ensue as they concoct elaborate ruses to keep their cow hidden from their landlord, Mr. Featherly.
Remind me what that charmingly peculiar line was that you wanted Max to say?
Better get the serious toothpaste.
Oh, yeah. I'm a little confused. What does toothpaste have to do with cows?
The Serious Toothpaste Company sponsors the show, that's what. So we've got to find a way to use that line.
Every episode?
Every scene!
Remind me what that charmingly peculiar line was that you wanted Max to say?
Better get the serious toothpaste.
Oh, yeah. Can we take 5?
The Screen Actors Guild will break my knuckles if I say no, so go ahead.
Hi, Mom. I shouldn't fool with the set while we're not taping the show. I shouldn't fool with the set while we're not taping the show. Hey, Bossy. How convenient. This way we can shoot a TV show about people watching a TV show.
And if the show they're watching is the show of themselves watching, the universe could fold in on itself and explode!
Best leave it turned off, then. Is this thing on? These are all thesauri. Who decorated this set?
English majors working for peanuts, as usual.
Competitive horseshoe skipping is a thrilling test of accuracy, strategy, and strength.
Even more so if the horses are still attached.
Some say that's the only way. Ah, nature. In Manhattan, this counts as a view.
If there's a leak, it counts as a water view.
Hello? Look, Max, there's the door to Myra's set. Let's get in there and liberate her literally captive audience.
Sam, forget the hostages. There's somebody famous. It's Hugh Bliss.
Who, Bliss?
No, Hugh Bliss. Inventor of prismatology. Helped millions unlock the power of their personal color spectrums.
Right, the stage magician turned happiness guru. Like we didn't have enough of those already.
I want to meet him.
Fine, but if he magically pulls another rainbow butterfly out of somebody's ear, I'm leaving.
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Yeah, we know.
And you are Sam and Max, freelance police.
How'd you know?
Do you believe in magic? 'Cause I do.
So, Hugh Bliss, what brings you to WARP?
I too am here to meet Myra.
How'd you know we came for Myra?
Oh, don't you see? I can read your mind.
As the resident doubting Thomas of this crime-fighting duo, I consider it my civic duty to say, prove it.
Okay, think of something, anything. $6,373,411.98.
Sam?
Lucky guess.
Was it? Think of something else. Hugh Bliss is a big fat charlatan.
Was he right?
Big deal. Everyone thinks that.
Oh? Think of something else. Pennies on the eyes of a dead mime.
Well?
I must have been silently mouthing the words.
Really? Think of something else. Enough of this ridiculous farce.
Stop it.
Do me! Do me!
Oh my! And that's unspeakably depraved!
Yeah, you got it! Wow, you're amazing.
What's your business with Myra?
I'm to be a guest on her show, silly.
Yeah, silly.
I'm spreading the word about my new book, Emetics, the Handbook for Multicolored Happiness. Take a copy when you leave.
Can you just give us the 10-word summary instead? We're on a pretty tight schedule.
10 words. Oh my! How about prismatology is the answer? Unicorns are pretty, and rainbows too. That's 10.
What's the story on this prismatology flapdoodle?
Prismatology is only the greatest intellectual, emotional, and spiritual revolution ever to grace this fair planet.
Thank goodness we have someone who can give an impartial assessment.
Shh. Tell us more.
Join Prismatology today, and you too can experience the magic of true bliss.
That goes against everything I've ever hoped for, and yet now I'm strangely attracted to the notion.
Snap out of it, little buddy. We've got a case to solve. dazzle us with a feat of legerdemain, why don't you?
Okay, I'll show you the magic of prismatology in action. Pick a color, any color.
Ochre! No, mauve! Burnt sienna!
How about a color I've heard of, Pick a color, as long as it's red, green, or blue.
Red, Fred.
Ooh!
I know what you're thinking. Is it real, or is it illusion?
Say, Hugh Bliss, can we get a picture with you for our scrapbook of instantly forgettable memories?
Splendid idea. I wish I'd thought of it. Oh, and in fact, I did. Hence the camera. Now gather round.
But how will you take the picture?
By magic.
Okay!
Say, chocolate-covered puppies.
Chocolate-covered puppies. So where's the picture, Magic Man?
Oh, my. I seem to have misplaced it. Check your pockets. Maybe I left it there.
Sorry to interrupt your little joy fest, but I've got a situation here.
Never fear, pretty lady. Hugh Bliss is here.
Yeah. Anyway, our game show host went on Myra hours ago, and he still hasn't come out. Think you can fill in till he gets back?
Can a butterfly fly? Yes, it can. Oh, what do I do?
When a contestant comes to the podium, just read him a question from the card. Then, when he gets it wrong, insult him and tell him to get off the stage.
Oh, no. Prismatology teaches us to love everyone, no matter what.
Right, just read the cards.
Okay. I still love you.
How about another picture, Hugh Bliss?
How about this? Instead of a new picture, we'll just recycle the old one. Save the Earth.
Sure, whatever.
Gather round.
Emetics.
Life troubling your digestion? Reality blocking your passages? Expel your troubles with Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness.
Already got a copy. I read it every morning on the can.
Multicolored happiness indeed. It's a picture of us with Hugh Bliss, and he's red. Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color. Any color.
Return to your usual albinic hue.
Wow.
Bye.
Myra exclamation point.
Myra $&$ would be more like it.
Now, no swearing in longhand, Max. This is a family channel. Director.
Sam, I've just deduced a vital piece of information in the case. That is where the director sits.
And people say you've been mailing it in. I think this Hugh Bliss guy is a bit of a wacko.
True, but he's a colorful wacko.
Well, we've got things to do.
And things to be.
It's polite to knock. You do know we're taping a show here.
Great day in the morning.
It's Myra Stump herself. Yourself.
How about letting your hostages go now? What do you say?
Hostages? They're my guests. You know, if there's one that fries my burger, it's the rampant victim culture in American media today. Oh, boo-hoo! Myra's audience all got luxury minivans. Now they have to worry about where they're going to park. Bah!
I know what you mean, Myra. It's like I'm always telling people, don't think of it as a bullet wound. Think of it as a transfusion opportunity.
Seriously, we're officers of the law, more or less, and we'll have to insist that you free the hostages.
Of course. Just as soon as the show's over.
And when is that exactly?
Oh, who can say? We still have so many gifting opportunities. I just found a year's supply of industrial-strength soap backstage. I think I'll give that away. Or else have a valuable lesson on curing potty mouth.
Can we come in and see the show?
Can you? Don't you mean...
May we come in and see the show?
That's much better. No, we're at full capacity. The only people getting in now are famous people who are appearing on the show.
May we appear as guests on your show?
I excel at talking about myself.
Are you famous?
Perhaps. In an internet petition, or there ought to be a law kind of way.
Not good enough. I'll need evidence of your explosive star power.
I blew up a public restroom last week.
I want to see a copy of your recording contract, for one thing.
Well, what if we...
Recording contract and a clip from your hit TV show. You're not anybody these days if you don't act and sing.
Recording contract, TV clip.
Piece of cake.
No cake. I'm on a diet. But I will naturally need evidence of the latest juicy scandal you've been involved in.
We have to be scandalized?
Of course! What kind of show do you think this is?
Are you sure you want us to answer that?
Look, it's very simple. Show me a recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a scandal, and I'll squeeze you in.
Oh, is that all? Remind me what your requirements are for guests on your show?
Of course, dear. I'll need to see your recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a juicy scandal.
What if we have our own video game?
Video games? Ugh, those things will ruin your eyes. They're awful.
Your eyes look a little spirally. Are you feeling all right?
Of course I am, sweetheart. By the way, when was the last time you brushed your teeth? And you should really be flossing.
You certainly sound like your normal self. But why are you keeping everybody in there?
I'm just doing what I always do. Slave and toil to put on the best show possible. It's just, after opening presents from well-wishers, I felt so compelled to make this show extra special.
Don't be alarmed, but I'm beginning to suspect that you might be hypnotized.
Don't be silly. Hypnotism is just an excuse people use today to abdicate responsibility. I hate how this country's become a bushel of Bill and Betty brainwashies.
Hypnotized or not, that sounds like Myra's patented blend of lovingly cutting criticism and charismatic know-it-allatry.
Are you sure you're not hypnotized?
Of course not. I'm just inspired, and even more so than usual.
Are you sure you're not hypnotized?
Of course not. I'm
gonna go get my autograph book. We'll be right back.
It's too nice to stay indoors. You boys should go play outside. And you should stop making that face, dear. It'll stick if you're not careful.
What face?
In my experience, shooting beloved happiness gurus tends to be frowned upon by the general public. In my experience... Who's never going to be a millionaire?
Good old WARP, where no horse is so dead they can't beat it a few more times.
So how does this game show work?
Did you just ask me how a game show works? A contestant comes to the podium, the host reads them a question, they get it wrong, and they leave.
Just one question?
More time for commercials that way.
So how does this game show work?
Did you just ask me how a game show works? A contestant comes to the podium, the host reads them a question, they get it wrong, and they leave.
Just one question?
More time for commercials that way.
Look over there. It's Myra.
Where?
It's written right above the door.
I don't have time for this.
See you later.
That's a wrap.
Hi, Mom.
We've got a contestant, people! Hit it!
From somewhere deep within the bowels of WARP, it's Who's Never Going to Be a Millionaire? With special guest host, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Our first contestants are a pair of professional freelance police officers. They enjoy firing their guns randomly and running over things. Please welcome Sam and Max.
Listen, Sam, they love us!
Welcome. You know the rules. If you can answer even one question correctly, you'll walk away a millionaire.
Start loading the armored cars, Hugh, because my brain's stuffed with enough worthless trivia to power a small Chilean village for decades.
It's true!
Okay, are you ready? Oh, happy day. It's an easy one. If a man sets out from the Horsehead Nebula in a spaceship traveling at thrice the speed of light, and his father leaves from Rigel too at the same time going half the speed, how many nanoseconds will it be before time paradox causes the first man never to have been born?
I'm gonna go with my gut and say, Hugh Bliss.
I'm flattered, but no, that is completely wrong. You lose!
This is an outrage. I demand a recount.
We do have a fabulous consolation prize, a copy of Emetics by me, Hugh Bliss.
No thanks. I'm content to leave with just my burning shame and newfound sense of inadequacy.
Okay!
Find out which poor schmuck will be the next to blow his chance at millions right after these messages.
We've got another contestant. Hit it!
Welcome back. Our next contestants are these guys again.
Okay, are you ready? Here's the question. What is the mass of a solid dodecahedron composed of unrefined nickel 3 decameters to the side, rounded to the nearest milligram?
I'd have to say chimichanga.
Judges? Oh, I'm sorry. No, you lose.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We've got another contestant. Hit it!
Welcome back. Our next contestants are these guys again.
Okay, are you ready? Here's the question. How many grains of sand are there on all the beaches in the world, discounting those currently used in sandcastles?
I'd have to guess Patty Duke's evil twin cousin.
Oh, so close, but no, you lose!
We'll be right back after these messages.
We've got another contestant. Hit it!
Welcome back. Our next contestants are these guys again.
Okay, are you ready? Here's the question. What is the meaning of life?
I'm not sure, but I'll say false.
That's not really a valid answer. You lose!
We'll be right back after these messages.
We've got another contestant. Hit it!
Welcome back. Our next contestants are these guys again.
Okay, are you ready? Here's the question. If a man sets out from the Horsehead Nebula in a spaceship traveling at other leaves from paradox...
I'm not sure, but I'll say false.
That's...
We'll be right back.
This could use some sprucing up. Whatever happened to our can of spray paint?
I refuse to answer on the grounds that I may incriminate both myself and a prominent local politician.
Say no more. That game show is a killer. I don't think we're ever going to win $1 million.
We could if they'd ask easier questions.
Well, obviously, Bird Brain. I think Myra Stump might be hypnotized.
That would explain... What would that explain, Sam?
It might explain why she'd do something weird, like hold her audience captive for 3.5 days and try to give them stuff.
It's true. Generosity isn't natural. It's even kind of scary.
Who do you think would want to hypnotize Myra?
Almost everybody?
We've got to get onto that set and find out what's going on. I think Myra's stump might be...
That would
It might and try...
It's true.
I think this Hugh Bliss guy is a bit of a wacko.
True.
Well, we've got...
And things to be...
What's the story with this show?
Cooking Without Looking? It's a cooking show aimed at Motorhead bachelors who have never seen the inside of a grocery store.
Is there a big demand for that?
You'd be amazed.
Where's the host? Is he in watching the Myra show?
No, he's one of the few who isn't. He got food poisoning while he was taping last week's show. Right in the middle, in fact.
Was it gruesome?
Yes, and unfortunately, this show goes out live.
Can we get a tape of the show?
This one? No, it's broadcast live. We don't tape it.
How do you do that teleportation trick where you're always everywhere ahead of us?
Trade secret, honey.
How do you keep it so clean in here?
The complete absence of anything resembling food is helpful.
Aren't there fruits or vegetables of any sort around here?
Just the crew. I never get tired of that one. Okay, actually no. We strive for realism, and the average bachelor kitchen doesn't contain any natural plant life except mold.
Aren't there fruits or vegetables of any sort around here?
Just the crew. I never get tired of that one. Okay, actually no. We strive for realism, and the average natural plant life except mold.
See ya.
Probably.
That's enough lard to clog the arteries of a major metropolis.
Or start a circus of greased squirrels!
I rue the day you lost your NEA funding, Max. This fridge isn't even a fridge. It's a fake. It's like a scene from Heidi.
How does that bird manage to stay still for so long?
That's quite an assortment.
They must have scoured every toxic waste dump in the state.
This is quite realistic.
Like that animatronic kid on The Cosby Show.
I think this is one of those cooler things they use on medical shows to transport donor spleens.
What's it doing on the set of a cooking show?
Some knowledge is better left unclaimed.
Welcome to Cooking Without Looking, the cooking show for the typical bachelor kitchen, containing no fruits, vegetables, or healthy ingredients of any sort. The show where we take a random assortment of condiments and barely edible items and create a meal within minutes. Filling in for Chuck Flagon this week, these guys.
Just go with it.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Sam. It's great to be here.
Not you, Buckethead. The audience.
Oh, greetings, worshipful fans. Remember, the only reason I'm on TV is because I'm better than you.
We've got some furious cooking to do, so let's get right to it.
What are we making, Sam?
Well, that's all we have time for today.
Goodbye, adoring public. Soon I will demand tribute.
Welcome once again to Cooking Without Looking, the show where we use absolutely no natural ingredients whatsoever and still make something you guys can choke down. Filling in for the inconveniently food-poisoned Chuck Flagon, these guys.
Thank you, and welcome to the show.
What are we making this time, Sam?
A bunch of gunk in a dish. We'll just get some ingredients from the ingredient rack and add it to what we professionals call the yummying hod.
Isn't that a pot?
Max, we both know a pot is what you and I fight over when we play poker. This is the yummying hod. A fistful of squid tentacles.
Ooh, that's my favorite Western.
pinch or two of wombat secretions.
Make sure they're lightly damp to the touch. The wombats, not the secretions.
A handful or two of buffalo chips.
You really can't add too many buffalo chips.
You want to use the sulfuric acid sparingly. It can easily overwhelm the other ingredients.
And your taste buds, and your esophagus.
Of course, you're going to want a few dashes of hair gel.
Don't worry, bachelors. As long as you use it only for cooking, no one will think you less of a man.
No more than a dash of uranium pellets.
They also go great in Chex Mix.
Of course, it wouldn't be real bachelor cooking without tweed.
Bachelors, here's a tip. Tweed isn't just for cooking. It also makes a great toupee.
A dash of pink mink oil is a must.
Nothing says I last ate real food in the 80s like the inclusion of something pink.
Can we say enough about roofing tile shards?
Obviously, we can't.
Every chef has a signature ingredient that no one has ever heard of or used. Mine's MSG.
If you put in enough that you feel a burning sensation in the back of the neck, forearms, and chest, you're just about there.
You'll want to crush up some dried dingo kidneys.
Come on, bachelors. You know you have them. Look under the sofa cushions.
Of course, who could forget the asbestos sprinkles?
This stuff isn't just for school lunches. Real kitchens use it too.
Don't skimp on the lard.
That's right. If you take the lard out of lard ass, all you have is ass.
Well said, Max. Every meal has to include some of the standards, like monk paste.
Don't forget that saying. Monk paste for the taste, Pope vest for the zest.
Make sure to include red dye number 2.
If there's not at least some possibility of malignant tumors, it's not real bachelor cooking. Now, do we broil it, Sam?
Right you are, little buddy. Into the oven it goes. And, through the magic of TV cooking show time, ta-da! You've successfully perverted the laws of God and man.
Oh boy, let's take it with us.
I can't even remember what I put in this stuff. Nah.
Hey, Sam, can I?
No. How'd you like something to eat?
Are you kidding? I don't have time to eat.
We're as ready as we're ever gonna be. Let's start taping the show.
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
They're probably hiding a cow.
Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow! Hey!
Quick,
Open
do
up!
something funny.
Hey, comedy's hard work.
Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow!
Try saying your line now.
Oh,
Hey!
better get the serious toothpaste.
No, cut!
up!
You've got to work that line in when there's a reason!
Open up in
Let's
there!
get the
I
set
know
back
you're
the way it
hiding a
was.
cow.
Let's have another go at that scene, shall we?
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
They're probably hiding a cow.
Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow!
Goodness, who left this lying here?
Hey! Open up!
Hey, bossy.
Open up in there!
I don't
know
care if it
you're
is just a
hiding
prop.
cow.
I'm not touching that with my bare hands. These are all thesauri. Who decorated this set?
English majors working for peanuts, as you.
Competitive horseshoe skipping is a thrilling...
Even more so if the horses are still attached.
Some say that's the only way.
Hey!
Hey, bossy.
Open up! Open up in there!
Just a second, Mr. Featherly.
A cow. All right, I know you've got... Oh, for pity's sake, this will never work if you're not even going to try to disguise the cow!
Cut!
Amateurs.
Let's get the set back the way it was.
Let's have another go at that scene, shall we?
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
They're probably hiding a cow.
Open up in there. I know you're
Let
hiding
there be
a
light.
cow. Hey!
This could use some sprucing up.
Open
Whatever happened to
up.
our can of spray paint?
I refuse to answer on the grounds
Open
that I
up
may
in there.
incriminate
I
politician.
know you're
Say no.
hiding a cow. Hey! Open up!
There we go. Life of the party.
Open up! Aha! I know you've got a... Well, well, well. Who's your guest, boys?
Surely you recognize Abraham Lincoln, talented tap dancer and 16th President of the United States?
His hat fell into a bucket of bleach this morning.
My goodness, President Lincoln? I didn't even know you were still alive. You know, I had an excellent idea for the redesign of the penny I'd like to tell you about.
Pretty ingenious disguise, eh?
What the? First you disguise the cow, then you tell me about it? Cut!
Please don't say cut. That's my job.
How am I expected to create art if you're not even going to try to perpetuate the farce?
He's right, guys. You can do better than that. Let's get the set back the way it was.
Let's have another.
See if you can...
Open up in there. I know you're hiding a cow. Not that door. Hey! Open up!
Let there be light.
Open up in there. I know you're hiding a cow. Hey!
There we go. Life of the party.
Aha! I know you've got a... Well, well, well. Who's your guest, boys?
This is the Crown Prince of Upper Thrombosis, here in the U.S. on a fact-finding tour.
Note his excellent ceremonial headgear.
A prince? Golly gosh, I don't think I've ever met a real-life prince before. Of course, I am descended from royalty myself. On my mother's cousin's side, it was the back in the...
Have you heard the one about the 3 firemen and the football?
Please, this isn't that sort of a show. Save it for Myra.
Cut! Let's get the set back the way it was.
Is this thing on? Let's have another go at that scene, shall we?
Don't forget to work in Max's line. Better get the serious toothpaste. Okay? Action!
Open up in there. I know you're
Let there be
hiding a
light.
cow. Hey! Open up!
There we go.
Aha!
It's the cow we've been raising here in the apartment with a lampshade on its head.
We put it on there to fool you into thinking the cow was someone else.
Cut!
Please don't say cut. That's my job.
How am I expected to create art if you're not even going to try to perpetuate the farce?
He's right, guys. You can do better. Let's go.
Let's have another go at that scene, shall we?
Places, everybody. And action!
Open up in there! I know
Let
you're
there be
fighting
light.
a cow! Hey! Open
There we
up.
go. Life of the...
Aha!
This is the French chef we hired to satisfy our inexplicable, insatiable craving for omelets and duck all around.
And frog's legs. I like mine extra crispy.
Oh, a French chef, eh? I love French bread and French fries. I went to Gay Paris one time myself, you know. It was back in my army days.
Better get the serious toothpaste.
Hey, that's my line.
Oh, cut!
Hey!
I'm afraid you've delivered the sponsor's line at a comically inopportune moment. Wait for me to do something that might call for that line to be said.
Gotcha.
Let's...
Let's have another go at that scene, shall we?
See if you can...
Open up in there. I know
Let
you're
there be-
fighting a cow. Hey!
There we...
Aha!
This is the French chef we hired.
And
Oh, I went to...
I don't care if it is just a prop. I'm not touching that with my bare hands. Goodness, who left this lying here? Can we take 5?
Oh, for heaven's sake!
Cut!
I don't care if it is just a prop. I'm not touching that with my bare hands. Let's have another...
Don't forget to...
Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow!
Let there be light.
Hey! Open up!
There we go.
Aha!
This is the Crown Prince.
note his excellent sever...
A prank? Of course!
I don't think cows are in season. This isn't that kind of show. This isn't that kind of show. I don't think cows are in season. Nah.
Say, What's this? I'm sorry, what was that you said?
That's how they say goodbye in thrombosis.
It's also how they say, bring me a pot of scorched grasshopper thoraxes, but that's probably not what he means this time.
I see. Well, goodbye then. I'm sorry, I'm just not sure where we're going with this. Can we start again?
Cut! Let's get the set back the way it was.
Let's have an...
Places.
Open up in there. I know you're
Let
fighting
there-
a cow. Hey!
There
Open
we go.
up. Aha!
Surely you recognize Abraham Lincoln, talented tap dancer and 16th President of the United States?
His hat fell into a bucket of bleach this morning.
My goodness, President Lincoln? I didn't even know you were still alive. You know, I had an excellent idea for the redesign of the penny I'd like to tell you about.
Goodness, who left this?
Say, what's this? I'm sorry, what was that you said?
Mr. Lincoln was just reciting his latest speech, a revision of the Gettysburg Address intended for the minuscule attention spans of the modern audience.
Could you repeat everything you said after Mr. Lincoln? I kind of drifted off.
I'm sorry, I'm just not sure where we're going with this. Can we start again?
Cut! Let's get...
Let's have an...
See if you can...
Open up in there. I know you're hiding a cow.
Let there...
Hey! Open up!
There we go.
Aha! I know you've got a... Well...
This is the French chef we hired to satisfy...
And
Oh, I went to...
Goodness, who...
Say, what's this? I'm sorry, what was that you said?
He said Camus. It's a very short French tone poem entitled The Pen of My Aunt is on the Dresser of My Uncle.
except in French.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm just not sure where...
Cut!
Let's have a...
Don't forget...
Open up in there. I know
Let
you're
there-
hiding a cow. Hey!
There we...
Aha!
This is...
And
Oh, I went to...
Goodness.
Say!
He said move.
A philosophical musing on the deeper meanings of the shallower things.
I see! I'm sorry.
Cut!
What's up?
Places.
Open up in there! I know
What?
you're hiding a cow! Hey!
There we go.
Aha!
Surely.
His
What? You know...
Goodness, who?
Say?
She said move.
cows do that.
Oh, for cut!
Please don't say cut. That's my job.
How am I
He's right.
What's up?
See if you...
Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow! Hey!
There
Open
we go.
up. Aha!
His
What? You know...
Goodness.
Sam?
He said mood, meaning,
I'm
Cut!
let's have another.
Don't forget...
Open up in there! I
Let
know
there-
you're hiding a cow! Hey!
There we.
Aha! I know...
Surely.
his
My good... You know...
Goodness, who?
Say, what's this?
He said moon.
as in the cow jumped over thee. I mean, whoops.
Cut.
Please try to remember that your characters are attempting to hide the true nature of the cow.
Let's go.
Let's have another.
Places.
Open up in there! I know
Let
you're
there-
hiding a cow! Hey!
There we go.
Aha!
This is the French shot.
And
Oh, I went to...
goodness.
Say! I'm sorry, what was that you said?
He said moo goo gai pan. It's a French dish the chef has just made.
Whoa! Super! I'll try some of that! Where's the plate?
I can't help but feel this is all terribly wrong somehow.
Aha! Interesting.
That's one word for it.
There's a familiar flavor. Fennel, maybe?
Kentucky bluegrass, I think.
This moo-moo whatever stuff is really good. What's it called in English?
Cow pie!
Really? Well, that's funny. It sounds just like...
Now? Better get the serious toothpaste!
Zoom in and cut. That was comic gold. The network is going to love it.
Naturally. I'll be in my dressing room refreshing my muse. Don't call me for at least an hour.
Nice work, you guys. Here's a clip for your reel.
Thanks.
Let's get the set back the way it was.
Hello again.
Hi.
Hey, bossy. What do you want to do now that we're big shot TV stars?
Let's destroy our promising careers with a staggering cyclone of self-absorption and hedonism. Or we could try to get on the Myra show. That would be fun too.
What do you want to do now that we're big...
Let's destroy our hedonism. Or we could...
This place kind of reminds me of my college apartment.
haphazardly decorated with unfortunately colored dumpster recoveries?
I think it's mainly the missing wall. You know what's wrong with television today?
There's no reality show where public officials are forced to eat bugs for their corrupt misdeeds?
It's like you can read my mind. Let's go.
Okay.